All right, last video on myths and false ideals that are out there in the ether of our fitness culture that set you up for unnecessary struggle and very likely potential failure. Today we're talking about the myth of perfection. Having the perfect body, the perfect workout program, the perfect diet, trying to do things perfectly all the time. If there's ever a way to be miserable and ensure your failure, it's aiming for basically doing things as perfectly as physically possible. And I've learned this one, of course, the hard way, and I think this is something that a lot of us struggle with. But the reality is that imperfection is where we actually get our growth and progress from. Because perfection is a changeless state. When we have the perfect diet, when we have the perfect fitness program, whatever, we stop looking for ways to move forward. When we have a flaw or a bug in the system, we have something we continue to work on. And this ideal of perfection, of course, it's perpetuated with things like Photoshop and false stories and stuff like that. But we have to recognize that it's largely a myth, and we're chasing after unicorns. But progression, doing things a little bit better over time, is actually where we get our results, and that's achievable by anybody right now. You can do something. If I ask you right now, what's one thing you can do to improve your diet in a small way today? What's one thing you can improve your lifestyle or your workout today? You'll probably find some little thing that you can do. You know, it's like, well, I usually have a soda at lunch. Okay, I'll have half a soda. Or I'll drink water instead, or tea, or so. There's always something we can improve. And when we fixate our mind on perfection, we stop looking for ways that we can improve. The other way this idea of perfection screws us over is this all or nothing mindset. You know, people tell me this all the time. They're like, oh, I'm an all or nothing kind of person, which usually means if I can't do it perfectly, if I can't work out perfectly or eat perfectly or whatever, then there's no point in even trying. The all or nothing mindset is basically philosophical cancer. It is one of the worst ideas you can possibly have, because when you're saying, I'll basically only put any effort into it if I can do it perfectly, that's like saying, I'll only work out during a solar eclipse. It's like, it's never, hardly ever gonna happen. But when we fixate on progression and we say, I'm going to do what I can today, it's not perfect, but it doesn't need to be. No one ever got results by doing anything perfectly. They get results by doing things progressively and better over time. So screw perfect, go for progression, and you're actually gonna go beyond whatever you considered perfect in the first place. All right, if you like this, please like, share, and subscribe. Till then, be fit and live free.